Hey guys, welcome back to Carib 21, where we share what's trending in and around the Caribbean. In today's video, Donald Trump, 47th President of the United States of America. So today I'm going to be talking about the victory for Donald Trump last night over Vice President Kamala Harris. And I'm also going to talk about the Caribbean reaction to Donald Trump's victory. Let's talk about it. Okay, so the Jamaica Observer dated November 6, 2024 conducted an interview in New York City. From the Jamaica Observer, it stated that the New York City Caribbean American community in New York early Wednesday morning expressed profound disappointment and frustration over the election of Donald Trump as the 47th President of the United States. Trump, the 45th President of the United States of America, defeated Caribbean American U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, the daughter of Jamaican retired economist Donald J. Harris, in a hotly contested race. Kamala Harris, the best qualified, it's misogyny, it's a shame, added Persard, who represents the 9th State District in Brooklyn, New York, about Harris' defeat in Tuesday's U.S. presidential election. It's very disappointing, Guyanese-born New York State Senator Roxanne Persard told the Caribbean Media Corporation, CMC, adding, "The bottom line is America is not ready for a female president."
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So let me say, and I love you back. And I love you back. So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting. To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much. To President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue. And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves, to the poll workers and the local election officials, I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran and the way we ran it. Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country, with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power. A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it.
Okay, so as is expected, we see leaders of the Caribbean coming out early this morning sending message of congratulations to President-elect Donald Trump, the 47th President of the United States of America. So we see message coming in from Antigua, Barbuda, we see Jamaica, and we also see the opposition leader of Jamaica sending a congratulatory message to the President-elect Donald Trump, 47th President of the United States of America. So here are my thoughts on this victory. I know, in particular from the Caribbean, I know Jamaicans were up late last night watching this election. Jamaicans was ready to celebrate the Vice President Kamala Harris being the first black female president of the United States of America. And I know Jamaicans were up for, like, we could say, like, selfish reasons. Jamaica wanted to celebrate, like, the first woman from Jamaican ancestry to be in the White House, to become the president of the United States. You know, so I know people in Brownstown were excited. People all across the beautiful island of Jamaica were excited because that is something that Jamaicans could just wake up and this morning celebrate. I know a lot of people probably had their pots, their Dutch pot cover, like ready to beat and, you know, run up and down in the streets, because Jamaicans would see this as a major accomplishment to see one of our own, like she was born in Jamaica, but she have Jamaican ancestry and she have that Jamaican DNA. So I know a lot of Jamaicans were looking forward to this big celebration, but everything came crashing down last night. And for me personally, I had a feeling that this was going to happen. Like, this is what I saw coming. You know, I wasn't very optimistic because to me it was almost an impossible task to just 100 days to prepare for an election. And as an incumbent, you know, she was part of the Joe Biden administration that's been very unpopular because of high inflation, high food prices. Americans have been crying like all year. We know, like, even remittance from the United States to Jamaica took a hit in 2023. And so a lot of Jamaican Americans have been, like, struggling because of the economic crisis. So I knew it was going to be difficult for her to win going up against Donald Trump, because Donald Trump, you know, like him or not, he has like this cult-like following and he knows how to get his support riled up. So I know Jamaicans are disappointed. I know people in the Caribbean are disappointed. But how will this affect us in the Caribbean in terms of trade, in terms of the relationship with the United States of America? I think in terms of trade, I don't think this can affect us anymore because the Caribbean is already at a huge trade deficit with America. So in terms of trade, I don't see anything changing because most of what we use in the Caribbean already comes from the United States of America. So there's a big trade deficit, like a huge, I would say, like imbalance of trade when it comes on to the Caribbean and America, because as I said, a lot of what we use in the Caribbean, especially in the Eastern Caribbean, when you go to the supermarket and you look on the shelf, a lot of the items there are from America. But I believe that what will be affected the most is immigration. I believe that a lot of, in particular Jamaicans, because there are a lot of Jamaicans that might be living in the US, there might be people that overstay their time undocumented that might be like very worried now about Donald Trump and his whole deportation thing. So I know Jamaicans, especially undocumented, would be worried today. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know, do you think that Donald Trump is going to be bad for the entire Caribbean? Do you think that the leaders in the Caribbean will be able to have like a good working relationship with Donald Trump? Or do you think Donald Trump is just going to bully his way around with the leaders of the Caribbean? Sound off and let me know what you think in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.